not substantiate the claim that the officer's career trajectory was in.
Deal with the dumbass. Deal with the fucking dumbass. Oh boy. Dumbass who allegedly has. Stupid mom isn't taking to work and she was running her damn car.
He's a damn effective
fucking
political consultant.
bitch thing to
And
do
by the way,
too.
as
Yeah,
long as we're
no, I'm
talking
not gonna
about
take him to
disclosures
work. You are.
I have had Alex Tavley.
But for what it is worth, my impression of Alex Tavley is a savvy political operator, a capable political consultant, and also via FJV phone. I don't, beyond simply knowing the guy and having each other's phone numbers, we don't have a deep relationship. But for what it is worth, my impression of Alex Tavley is a savvy political operator, a capable political consultant, and also, via SJV Son, frequently a source of useful and interesting information about the local political scene. Just because I like the guy doesn't mean that he shouldn't have disclosed his connection to the officer in this story about the Fresno Chief of Police. Now, back in 2019, Tavlian talked to the local NPR affiliate and said that it's possible to be both a political consultant and a journalist.
When I found out that bears feed redwood trees with salmon, I was
surprised to learn that kelp forests support thousands of underwater
species in the desert lay low by day and thrive at night. I was
amazed how much wildlife coexists with us in the city.
Discover the connections at California State of Nature, a new exhibit about forests, coasts, deserts, and cities.
At the California Academy of Sciences. Get tickets at calacademy.org.
A story that he, again, told Brodsky and Masson, who was co-reporter. His explanation is that the platform that they use for publishing in SJV Sun just can't list two authors on a Bible. And if you've ever used super proprietary website software, I'm prepared to say that it's possible that the website is. The officers' situation with the Fresno Police Department and the officers' campaign for political office outside Fresno County, I don't think are related. I'm torn because I think that the disclosure of the existing relationship would have been the prudent thing to do. And I don't think that it would have been disruptive to the reporting of the allegations or of the officer's perspective on the consequences of the affair. I don't think that people would have gone, oh, well, this guy's involved with him elsewhere. Must be nonsense. I don't think that that would have been the conclusion. I think that it might have been, okay, well, we know why he went to this platform first, right? Yes. And that's show business, folks. You talk to the people that you know and trust before you talk to strangers.
Well, the fact that it wasn't disclosed in the first place is why it's now an ethical question now. And that's why disclosure needs to be made about connections in reporting. Because otherwise, if somebody else finds out more information and it looks like something was trying to be hid. And then the question is, well, why was it trying to be hid? What else is there? What else hasn't been disclosed? It creates an unanswered conundrum.
We'll talk a little bit more about the web as it is being woven by Omar Rashad over at Fresno Way, because again, Tavlian, having been a political consultant and having been an independent journalist, he's got his fingers in a lot of pies. I'm not sure that I've got a problem, but it is an interesting interconnectivity that offers a little bit of insight into the local political machine. We'll talk about it after the news.
KMJ News now. A Fresno native expected to join the USA women's soccer team at this year's Olympic Games. Lynn Williams set to replace Katarina Macario, who was bowing out due to a knee issue. Williams was originally named as alternate, but now looks to fully join the team. All evacuation orders for the Basin fire now lifted. Authorities announced yesterday the fire is 92% contained after burning over 14,000 acres. Despite this, the areas near Wishon Reservoir and Pine Flat Reservoir still under a forest closure order. CEO of Raw Farm pushing back against reports of widespread salmonella poisoning as a result of products from company farms. Mark McAfee maintains the salmonella outbreak was less severe than reports indicated. He claims the only illnesses caused by the outbreak occurred late last year and were the result of a single sick cow. Meanwhile, Fresno County Department of Public Health says the most recent cases they're aware of were from October and December of last year. Smoke on board an American Airlines plane at San Francisco International Airport today, causing an evacuation. Pilots reported smoke in the cabin to air traffic controllers as the Airbus taxiing to the runway. They aborted the takeoff and returned to the gate. The fire department is responding. Here's their transmission on live ATC.
American D27, you got rescue coming? Yes, they've already called our red phone. I can see them exiting the fire department just off your right-hand side. They should be there in 2 minutes. Okay, I've got a 27. You got it.
Passengers were evacuated off the plane. The airport reports 3 minor injuries. One passenger on board tweeting on X that someone's bag caught fire in the cabin right before they took off, saying there was a light stampede, people screaming fire in the back and rushing towards the doors. And now the forecast from ABC 30 meteorologist Christine Gregory.
As we look toward the weekend, we're still dealing with the hot conditions across the valley. Your high this afternoon for Fresno is 109. Overnight lows still staying pretty warm in the mid to upper 70s, near 80 in Fresno. And overall, the weekend will still also be hot as numbers drop to the lower triple digits by early next week. Keep in mind, we also have fire weather warnings in effect for the High Sierra, both weekend days, for the chance for some dry lighting to increase that fire risk. For KMJ, ABC 30's meteorologist Christine Gregory.
I'm Joe Miller on KMJ at KMJnow.com or wherever you stream.
Well, here in Fresno, crews have cleared that debris out of the roadway now on eastbound 180 at the State Route 41 connector. Near Firebaugh, we have a 2-vehicle accident on Avenue 7.5 at Road 8. And near Pixley, we have a 2-vehicle accident on Avenue 96 at Road 152. Tow crews are working to clear that scene now. I'm Michael Reed, KMJ Traffic.
Hey, it's CG on my program Saturday. Bay Area play-by-play broadcaster Ben Ross, award-winning sports writer covering the NBA Sean Hyken, and Daily Beast entertainment critic Nick Shager. The CGP, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. here on News Talk 580, 105.9, KMJ.
KMJ's Mark Levin tonight, 6 to 9.
Take from the haves, give to the have-nots.
The great one, Mark Levin.
This is straight out of bullcrap land.
KMJ's Mark Levin tonight at 6 on News Talk 580, 105.9, KMJ.
If there's ever been a time you wanted a new, cool, comfortable bed to sleep in, isn't it right now? Under the Covers has got your back with a 4th of July sale happening right now. All your faves, Tempur-Pedic, King Coil, Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, and Purple, all on sale with 0% financing OAC. Under the Covers is rated as the best mattress store in Central California in back-to-back years, with the largest selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. Big brands, low prices, awesome people. That's the Under the Cover difference. In River Park, Shaw, and Blackstone, and Hanford, and soon the Central Coast.
You are maybe one of these people who are in pain all of the time and you've tried everything. Hey, I'm the poster child for this one with this thing that I have, thanks to heredity, called ankylosing spondylitis. Try saying that 10 times in a row. People are reluctant to try physical therapy because it doesn't sound like a magic bullet. It's not quick enough, or so you think. Here we go. Dr. Russell Biggers at Premium Physical Therapy. Yeah, he's a doctor of physical therapy. He will sit you down and he will talk you up from one end to the other. And that's not because he likes hearing himself. He wants to get to know the total you before he designs a physical therapy regimen for you. Now, maybe it won't work for you, and he will tell you that. Point blank, he will tell you. He's not going to take your money and go out and buy a gold collar for his pug. And her name is Lulu. And she's there at Premium Physical Therapy. You'll meet her too. You can learn a whole lot more by clicking premiumphysicaltherapy.com. You can make an appointment too, like I did. got it? Premium pistol therapy.
Hey, Blake Taylor here for Strickland Drilling. Listen, this is the go-to company in the San Joaquin Valley for quality ag and residential well drilling. I'm sitting here with Brian Cavazos. He's the general manager at Strickland. Brian, what's the number one question you're being asked by customers? I would imagine it's about cost, right?
It's actually not about the cost. Right now, it's about time. How quick can you get out to us? We're hearing from people, other companies are taking months and months to get out to them. We're generally there in 6 to 8 weeks.
That's fast.
Yeah, we're moving a lot quicker than most companies right now.
Sure sounds like it. But what about the cost? I mean, is it cost prohibitive, or are you guys real competitive with the competition?
We're definitely competitive. I hear from customers left and right that we are right in line with every other company that's out there. All of our estimates are free. Give us a call and we'll get you right on the board.
What's the number?
559-352-7228.
And the website?
StricklandDrilling.com.
Strickland Drilling for all of your well drilling needs. Call for an appointment today, 352-7228. That's 559-352-7228 or StricklandDrilling.com.
This is Jason from Energy Concepts, the local solar company with over 30 years helping Valley homeowners make good solar decisions. With high Valley temps come really high electric bills. You can fix that with a solar and battery system for your home. Let us design a custom solar and battery system for your home. We have 5 different battery systems to choose from to just as many solar panels. We take pride in designing a solar system that will work best for your home. The best solar system is the one custom designed for your home to meet the needs of your family. Solar is all we do, and we take great pride in the quality of our work. We design everything in-house with no subcontractors. If you're getting bids, it's time to double check to make sure you're getting the best deal. Energy Concepts is the oldest and best reviewed local solar company. Don't just take my word for it. Check out our reviews and visit our website at 559solar.com. That's 559solar.com.
Get results with Cumulus Radio.
Hi, this is Bernard Mendoza with Ben Smokin' Barbecue. When we were first introduced to the Sweet Deals program, my wife and I, we were a little skeptical. But when we first met Ramona, we felt nothing but good vibes. So we decided to give the Sweet Deal a try. And I'm not going to lie, the number of new customers that we've seen in our restaurant has been absolutely amazing. At Ben Smokin' Barbecue, we've been having many sellout days, and our catering has really taken off.
If you want good results like Ben Smokin' Barbecue, call Ramona Haro at 559-903-1369.
KMJ's Afternoon Drive.
They always have great conversation.
490-5858.
Pick up the phone and start dialing.
It's the Valley's Afternoon Drive on KMJ. Here's Philip and E.
Home to your 5 o'clock hour, talking about a story just published in Fresno Land by Omar Rashad, talking about SJV's son, Alex Tavlian, the Balderrama affair, and the officer at the Hardrock fair, whose wife had the affair with Balderrama, who, in addition to speaking to Alex Tavlian's son, also hired Alex Tavlian's Parkwest Associates as his political consultant and a more successful leader. I got a comment here that I'm going to share with you guys anonymously that I think is relevant. The city needed a nudge to disclose the investigation. Remember, the investigation started in February. We didn't hear about it until June. That's a long time to not talk about an investigation into your chief. I don't disagree with that sentiment. I think that the city should have disclosed the fact of the investigation. Alex Tavlian, doing both political consulting and independent journalism, has been documented in the Fresno Bee, in Cal Matters, the local NPR affiliate. He's talked about it openly here on KMJ. But there's this web, and I just want to run through it really quick, and I want to get your opinions. All right, let's hear it. So, through another firm called Sultana Media, Tavlian consulted for campaigns for David Valadeo, for Debbie Nunes, and for Brian Whalen, who ran for the city council back in 2018, and who is currently the attorney of record for the officer whose wife had the affair with Jim Balderrama. Tavlian's also the executive behind Restore Fresno, the nonprofit that received $25,000 in requested payments last year at the request of Fresno City Councilman Rossi. Wayman, the attorney, is listed as Restore Fresno's agent. So behested payments by the contributions made to non-governmental organizations are fiction. Davian also runs a firm called Local Government Strategic Consulting, which contracted with the City Council in 2021 for public relations. When that was underway, Councilmember Luis Chavez told the media that he doesn't consider capitalism a journalist. Recently, the City of North contracted with the Local Government Strategic Consulting to help with public outreach and development for local sales tax. In an email that Tavian sent to city officials in December of 2023, Tavian described Parkworks Associates as one of Local Government Strategic Consulting's affiliated political strategy firms. In addition to that, Park West has consulted for City Council Member Rossi, City Council Member Bledfeld, City Council candidate Banacta. Does any of this present a problem, or is this just what politics looks like behind the scenes? Because the vast majority of this, the fact that you've got somebody who is politically adept, aware, and connected, being involved in multiple political operations and consultancies, seems completely logical. Does it not?
It does, but here's where the rub is. The whole reason why this is even a story to begin with is because something wasn't disclosed. And it casts suspicion. It casts a question of, well, what was this person trying to hide? And it's why full disclosure has to be made when there's connections that relate to fame, business, money, prestige, any of those kinds of things. If these connections would have been fully disclosed in the first place, we would not be discussing this. Fresno would never be discussing because it would have removed the question as to whether or not someone was trying to hide something. Sometimes the insinuation that something is being hidden is more powerful than the truth. Because human beings love a mystery, and they love solving mysteries. I'd argue to say it's almost in our DNA. When something doesn't look right on the surface, it's our tendency to dig into it and say, why does this appear to be black when it's white?
Okay, so now we've got this officer who ran a successful political campaign outside Fresno County. Lots of people contributed to his campaign, including several real estate developers. One of those is the president and CEO of Granville Homes, Darius Assimi. He was actually the biggest donor to that political campaign, a total of $10,000, which compared to the $188,000 plus that the officer raised in 22 and 23, it's not the lion's share of the political fundraising he did. Assimi, the president and CEO of Granville Homes, is also the founder and publisher of GV Wire, Granville, GV. GV Wire also covered the investigation into Chief Balderrama. GV Wire does not disclose that its publisher, Darius Assimi, or its affiliate, Granville Homes, donated to the officer's political campaign. Assimi's response is that GV Wire is, quote, an award-winning news site that is separate and independent of my political thoughts. Close the quote on Assimi's response to Fresno. Assimi's operating a political service. Assimi's also running a news site. Is that any different than tabloid running a political service and running a news site?
No, it's the same issue.
But is it an issue if the journalism, if the reporting is factual?
It is an issue because it gives your opponent the opportunity to come back and say, You didn't disclose that. What are you hiding?
I understand, but I guess my knee-jerk pushback to that is the people of Fresno who finally got to know after 5 months that their police chief was being investigated for an affair with their subordinate spouse. The other news organizations that didn't get the story first because they didn't know the guy who was cheating on them.
It's the other news organizations, which are highly competitive. I mean, you've been in the media for a long time. We all compete for audience share and attention. And quite frankly, we all love it when things like this happen. But none of it would happen if everyone would reveal their financial connections to political causes in the media.
Okay, I accept that you don't have any air for criticism if you don't fail to disclose this thing that seems to be tangentially correct. You know what frustrates me? I don't have any connections to this place. Nobody's giving me money for that. I get paid by this radio station, General somebody. I get paid by this radio station. That's it. None of these people try to give me checks.
You're in good spot, sir.
Do you know how happy it would make me to have one of these people come in and try to bribe me?
No, it would not make you happy.
Yes, it would make me happy.
It would not.
Absolutely. They would get 6 figures. I would say nice things about you for an entire year. $100,000.
We're recording this, aren't we? Oh my gosh.
Yes!
There's evidence of what we were saying.
Evidence? Look, obviously I got to deal with the federal. I take money from somebody. If I'm going to talk about it, good or bad, I'm going to have to tell you what to do. Right? Not only is it a legal requirement of the position, but it's a matter of my own personal standing. That said, there's no question that G.B. Wire is connected to Granville Homes. There's no question that Darius Assini is involved in both operations. He does a podcast for the website every week. And he's never been shy about talking about his role as the president of the city. Pamela has never been has he ever attempted to conceal that he's involved in these different projects? Do I think that it would have been wise for Alex to have specifically disclosed the nature of the connection to the officer in the report? I think it would have been wise. But I don't think that an accurate story with the acknowledgement, the asterisk that the investigation doesn't substantiate the impact on the officer's employment.
Is there a crime here? No. Is this a horrible scandal? No. But when you give, and when I say you, I'm just saying that to anyone in general, when one gives their competitor an opportunity to imply that something isn't on the up and up, then you can guarantee that your competitor is going to use it against you. And if all of the information would have been disclosed in the first place, we wouldn't even be talking about this.
You know what my prediction is?
What's that?
We're not going to I think I'm not going to because, again, with that asterisk of the independent investigation didn't substantiate the claim of interference with the officer's employment, the reporting is accurate.
Correct.
We'll check the South Valley. Now, Pixley crews have cleared that two-vehicle accident on Avenue 96 and Road 152. Here in Fresno, we have a stalled vehicle on eastbound 168 at the Ashland Avenue exit. And over to the west near Firebaugh, crews have also cleared that two-vehicle accident on Avenue 7.5 at Road 8. So traffic is back to normal speeds in both of those areas. This traffic report is brought to you by Chance Gold Resort and Casino. I'm Michael Reed, KMJ Traffic.
Hot, dry conditions mean wildfire worries. Get breaking alerts when time matters most right here on the Valley's breaking news station. News Talk 580, 1059 KMJ and KMJNow.com.
Hi, this is Brian Cavazos, the General Manager for Strickland Drilling. We specialize in residential, agricultural, and hard rock drilling in Fresno, Clovis, Madera, and the South Valley. We have been in business over 2 decades, and we